Japanese people are finally fighting back. Right after a TikToker named SigmaBoy went viral for blasting loud music and harassing people on a Tokyo train, he was attacked by a Japanese man in broad daylight and the whole thing was caught on camera. But what's more interesting than all of this is that I have actually figured out a section of the law that the Japanese government could use to fight against nuisance influencers like the one we're talking about today. But before we go there, let me explain what's going on with this situation. SigmaBoy is a 17-year-old nuisance influencer who's gained millions of followers in TikTok by harassing people in public by playing loud music and doing backflips. And that's it. That's literally all he does. Can someone explain Zoomers to me? During his recent trip to Japan, he recorded multiple public disturbance videos, many of which were filmed inside trains. I'm sure most of you are familiar with the fact that in Japan, even talking to a phone inside a train is considered noisy and rude. So you can probably guess why the people online weren't too happy to see him doing this. Unsurprisingly, as always, his antics quickly made it to the news, and once again a single idiot fueled the hatred towards tourists and foreigners in Japan just to gain more followers on TikTok. Now, obviously, he has some fans even in Japan, as you can see from the videos, but I guess that simply proves the fact that no matter where you are in the world, Zoomers be zooming. Before I show you what happened next and how Japan could actually stop guys like him, let me explain my reasoning why nuisance influencers should be treated more harshly in the eyes of the law. When it comes to nuisance influencers, there are three compounding factors that need to be considered for their punishment. First of all, filming yourself doing it shows intent. It shows it wasn't just a spontaneous thing you did, since someone had to pull out a camera out for you in the first place, which makes your act premeditated. On top of this, filming other people for your content without their permission and harassing them on top of it shows that you have no consideration for anyone around you except yourself. And to you, these people are just props for your own amusement and monetary gain. And lastly, publishing these recorded videos of you harassing people promotes the idea to other people that they too might find success by harassing people around them. These three factors together, in my eyes, make even relatively small acts of nuisance, like for example being loud on the train, worse, because at that point it isn't about just what you did anymore, now it's about much, much more. However, the great thing is that there's actually a section of the law Japan could already use to kick people like this out, which I'm going to talk about next. But one thing I can say is that even right now, I'm glad to see some Japanese people fighting back, like this guy did, when he saw SigmaBoy outside and decided to throw a bucket of water over his speaker. But other than using buckets of water, what can we do against this? Well, luckily, there is already something we have that could be used against nuisance influencers. The thing is that almost all of these influencers are tourists who come to Japan and then film their nuisance content during their travels because that's sadly how they make money. But here's the catch. A tourist visa in Japan actually forbids any form of employment, including earning money from content creation. So technically, if someone is making money from their videos while on tourist visa, they're violating the terms of their visa. Obviously, it's kind of a grey area and right now isn't enforced, but this could be used as grounds for revoking their visa. Now, I do wanna say that I wouldn't want to live in a world where this would be a strict rule, since that would mean nobody would be able to film anything in Japan and that wouldn't be a realistic option, or even something that would benefit anyone. There are many people out there filming awesome content out of Japan, loving the country and promoting respectful travel, and it wouldn't make any sense to punish these people because of what a couple of idiots did in Japan. So, I'm not saying every tourist with a camera should be deported, that would be insane, but when someone's whole brand is built on disrespecting people for views, then yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing this law used to send them back where they came from. In the end, it's not like every terrorist or content creator is a bad guy, they're all just people, but the thing with people is that some of us are just assholes.